Hey everybody, it's Nisa here, YouTubing on my pregnancy vlog. Let's see, I did a video yesterday and I have to make a huge correction. I made the correction on the title of it, but I do say I'm 24 weeks in that, but I actually just realized I'm 23 weeks. So, oops, sorry. I went to my midwife last night and she's got her little calculator going on and she says, oh, you're 23 weeks. I'm like, wait a minute, I thought it was 24 weeks. But I was jumping ahead a week for some reason. So anyway, so I'm 23 weeks, not 24. So next week I'll do my 24 week update. So sorry about that. Anyways, so I had my midwife appointment last night and I didn't get to talk to her about the home birth yet because she is my same midwife that I had with my son Shiloh, and so she really wanted to see him and the kids yesterday. So Jason and we all went to the appointment. But of course it's hard to talk about serious stuff when you have 3 kids in a little office. So she was great. I mean, it was just fun and it was neat for her to see, and I didn't really need to talk to her about it yesterday. So that's fine. But I'll go alone on my next appointment and definitely be talking to her about that. My next appointment is January 31st. Let's see, yeah, January 31st. So that's not even a month away from now. And I'll be 28 weeks at that point. Which is good. It's kind of going fast because she reminded me that so January 24th is my last monthly appointment, and I go to every 2 weeks. So the every 2 week appointments coming up is it's starting to set in, like that we're going to be having this baby soon. So it's exciting. It's a little nerve-wracking almost because it's like most of my pregnancies seemed to take so long to get there that this now all of a sudden I'm like, oh, I'm 6 months pregnant. So with the 3 kids, I think it's definitely made time go faster. Let's see. So I had a question from someone on YouTube, from another YouTube user. I can't remember what her name was, but she had asked me a question, and I wanted to address it, and it's kind of something I was going to talk about in another vlog anyways, but I might as well do it now. Her question to me was, what are my views on circumcision? Since I have 2 boys already and I'm about to have another boy, I guess she wanted to know what my views are on it. And I don't really know what to say. Let's see. Hi, Shiloh, say hi. Yes. But I'm really blunt on it for all of you, because originally with our first son, who's 5 now, we didn't really think about circumcision or, whether we really wanted to or not. I mean, I don't know. We didn't really think about it. But he is circumcised. It was kind of one of those things that we did. We were like, well, it's cleaner, right? Babies get circumcised. So we did go ahead and get him circumcised. Not because we, had some kind of, people telling us, oh, you must get him circumcised, or, just only because of the factor that we just were like, well, everyone seems to do it, so let's do it. But when I was pregnant, hi, are you singing? Do you want to sing in the camera? Say ay ya ya. No. Say ay ya ya ya. Yeah, look. Ay ya. He's so camera shy. Okay. Well, mommy can't talk if you're making all this noise. Okay. Yes, I can't talk. I can't talk. Is that funny? Okay, mommy's gonna finish talking. Ready? You wanna go get Sissy and brother? No? Okay. Okay, so when I was pregnant with Shiloh, we actually did have conversation about circumcision. Um, from the beginning, we had said, well, of course we're going to get him circumcised because, you know, his brother's circumcised, and that would just be weird if he wasn't, right? But with my pregnancy with him, he was my first midwife baby, my first completely 100%, excuse me, natural baby. He was not born in a hospital. He didn't have any interventions of any kind. You know, nothing like that. So it did make us think about it. Going to a midwife, going through all those things, it did make us kind of wonder about, you know, why do people these days get their babies circumcised and why don't they get them circumcised? So we did some research on it on our own, and I know it was kind of scary looking at it because when you look at what different people say about it, you have 100 different views. And then you have these activist people that tell you that you're harming your baby if you do circumcise them, and that you're cutting off, you know, their parts that, you know, is just forbidden, and that you're, you know, making a choice that they should make. And some of these people really make you feel guilty, and I had a hard time with that because through the other research that I did, I really didn't, I really don't like how they are trying to make you feel guilty about the decision that you're making for your own child. You know, that's just me. I still don't believe in the whole you're harming your baby when you circumcise them. I don't think that it's an issue of making a choice for them that they can make on their own when they get older. Yes, they can get circumcised when they're older, and you can wait for them to make that choice. But the issue that I see with that is that you're getting into a point where it's very extremely painful to do it as an adult. I mean, or as an older baby. It's just, do you really want to do that? I don't know. But there is a lot of stuff out there that really makes you feel guilty if you do it. And so it makes you not want to. And then I talked to my midwife about it. And I was just, you know, telling her, you know, is it harmful? Is it bad? And, you know, her advice to me was that we should do what, you know, what works for our family and what we do want to do. My biggest concern at the time was that our first son was circumcised, and that there would be an issue between the boys of, oh, you're different and I'm different. That was really all that I had thought about. I mean, the people never scared me about, you know, oh, you're harming your baby and you're cutting off their skin and how dare you. I wouldn't let that scare you. I would make your own choice. Let's see. Shiloh is not circumcised. So we have one boy who is and one boy who isn't. We decided to go ahead and not circumcise him, not because of the fact that there's all those activists out there saying. I personally have no strong view either way. I think that it's what you choose and what you want for your child. I'm fine with circumcision and without, and with the new baby, we're talking about circumcising him or not. We're still not sure. And we might not, but what really made the choice with Shiloh was that my midwife had said it doesn't matter, you know, if they're different, it's how you raise your kids. It doesn't matter if one is and one isn't circumcised. It's the way that you're teaching them. And it's okay to be different. I mean, you're going to have friends in school, and you're going to grow up with people, and they're not all going to be circumcised, and not everyone is not going to be circumcised. So what can you do? But, yeah, so my views on circumcision is that it's a complete personal choice, and you should never base it on what people tell you or what other people do, but to do it on how you feel and what works for your family. So that is my view on circumcision. So, yeah, I guess that's what it is, and people can hate it, but I really have a hard time with people saying that you are a horrible mother for circumcising your baby. I don't think it's an issue. I think the only issue that I have with circumcision would be pain related, and there are some doctors that perform circumcision who it really does hurt the baby. I would not personally do it if it was painful. So I definitely be looking into who's doing the circumcision, and if they use numbing methods or if they're using medication to take the pain away. I don't believe in hurting the child while doing circumcision, but if it is a pain-free procedure, then by all means, if you want your child circumcised, then get them circumcised. But make sure they're not feeling pain. So if they're screaming and screaming, then they're in pain. So yeah, I would just look into it with that understanding. But as far as circumcision is involved, you know, minusing out the pain, go ahead if you want to do it, and if you don't, then don't do it. I mean, it's your choice. So anyways, that's my view, and hopefully that makes sense to everybody. But yeah, so thank you for the question, YouTube user. Can't remember your YouTube username, but hopefully that helps you out a little bit. But thank you so much for the question. I will answer any other questions that people have. Okay, bye.